To today's lesson. The learning objective is to know how to add surds. Here is a retrieval practice. Make sure to pause this video for 5 minutes and give yourself enough time to complete all these questions. Okay, I will now be going on to the next slide. Make sure to mark your work, give yourself a score out of 6 and mark it in green pen. Okay, we'll be now moving on to the next slide now. The success criteria is as followed. 1. Factorize surds to simplify. 2. Add surds with the same base number. And finally 3. Simplify again. And that's what we're going to do here. When I mean base number, I mean the number that's within the actual square root. So the base number for this one and this one is both 3. So we're going to add them together. So 1 lot of root 3 plus 3 lots of root 3, 1 lot of root 3 is going to give us 2 root 3. Okay? So we were able to add them because they have the same base number. Well, if they didn't have the same base number, we could not simplify it any further. So for example, if we had root 4 plus root, let's say 12, we couldn't add it together. Okay? Because they don't have the same base number. The number that's contained within it is not the same, so you wouldn't be able to add them. Okay? But there are some times where you can actually simplify it together. You can simplify both of them and you will end up getting the same base number. For example, if we did root 3 plus root 12. Well, if we can actually simplify root 12 into 2 root 3. And now because they have the same base number, you can actually add them. So root 3 plus 2 root 3 will give you 3 root 3. Okay? So make sure to pause the video, make note, and attempt the we do. Okay, let's go over the we do. So with this question here, we have 2 lots of root 5 and 1 lot of root 5. So we're going to add them together, and we're going to get 3 root 5. Good job. We're now going to be moving on to the next slide. So here's an exam style question. Make sure to pause the video and have a good attempt at it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this question now. So like I said before, we need to factorize it so that we need to simplify it so that it will have the same base number. Okay, and I like to do this by doing prime factor decomposition, where I'm looking for the square number factor. So we know that 25 times by root 25 times by root 3 will give us root 75. The square root of 25 is just 5. So we can rewrite root 75 as 5 root 5. Okay? And let's do the same thing for root 27. Five lots of root 3 plus 3 lots of root 3 gives us 8 root 3. Okay, we're going to be moving now on to the next slide. Here's independent practice. Make sure to pause this video and give yourself enough time. Great job. Make sure to mark your work and give yourself a score. Here's an exam style question. Pause the video and have a good go at it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this question. So we're going to do the same steps that we did before. Simplify it, and what I get is this. Okay, so root 500 can be rewritten as root 10 root 5, and we're going to do the same thing for 2 root 45. And that can be rewritten as negative 6 root 5. We're going to subtract it. 10 root 5 times minus 6 root 5, that gives us 4 root 5. right? And that is our answer. Okay. Here's another example where it's slightly harder. So what you're going to do is expand out the brackets as usual. If you had any normal number, you would expand it out, okay? So you're going to do 3 times by root 2, which gives us 3 root 2. And then now what you're going to do is multiply root 2 times by root 2. If you remember the rule, if you have 2 numbers with the same base number, 2 square roots with the same base number, when you multiply together, the product answer will be the base number. So they both have the base number of 2. We multiply them together, what we're going to get is 2. So that is our answer. Okay. So make sure to pause the video and have a go at the redo. Okay. So the answer is 3 root 6 plus 6.